Bienvenido, pile number two. So if you picked that pretty pink flower, this is going to be your training session and your message. If you picked number two as your thing, you are also connected to this mood board here that I got while listening to the song that came on while I was creating the artwork that would go along with the cards that I had pulled ahead of time. So the song that you got was Stick With You by the Pussycat Dolls, right? So for the card, what we're going to do is a little psychic training exercise. And I need to mention once again, today's readings or the readings connected to this thing outside the box series, this mini playlist, are for those who have celestial or angelic gifts that have been hidden in plain sight, and you are being called forth in some way, shape, or form at this time to start developing those abilities for whatever life has right around the corner for you next. So I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath in and fill up your lungs as much as you can until you get to the top, and then you hold it and then release with a sigh, right? You are going to now try to tap into the image on the other side of the card. The mood board was just a mood board based upon the proper feelings that you need to align with the message that is actually on the other side of this card. And I made sure to purposely not pick anything that was a direct, just a feeling. You need to learn to trust your feelings without knowing exactly or seeing a word or being drawn to something particular. Just go with your gut instinct. So let me shut up so you can tap in and pick what you can off of this card. There are no wrong answers. You are simply allowing yourself to understand how you pick up stuff. Because the message might not even look like anything that's on this card, but when it turns around, you're going to be like, okay, I can see what my mom was doing there. And that's what you need to do in order to understand how your gifts work. Figure out how your mind and your spidey senses and your intuition. It could be a picture that popped in your mind. It could be a word in your ear. It could be a song start playing, a particular smell. It's just a different method for everybody that has to be discovered over time. So I'm going to flip this. Propouncer, you got the card. Lover. And I was really happy about this pile because I love the Taylor Swift song Lover. It's like, it should have been at the top of my Spotify list, and it wasn't. And I was like, this is cap. I'm with Drake. This is audited, edited. This is not accurate. So the card says love, romance, reproduction, infinity. And the photo looks like this, just so you can see what you were tapping into, because it could have been the words, it could have been just the feeling of love. You could have been flooded with like, ooh, or you could have felt the fall leaves or the breeze or like this dude's breath on your ear. Everybody's senses work different, and you'd be amazed with the variety that comes forth. So I am going to sit this card right in the front because it is the theme for this. In this case, I'm picking up, I got a chest. This is clearly a love message, but it's about your counterpart, because reproduction and infinity, creating something that goes on beyond your time on this earth. That could be a business, that could be a legacy, that could be children. It's just something about you and the partner that you are meant to have. That's the theme of the pile. So I'm going to start with this sketchy neon love deck that I am still putting my wolfy claim on because it's been working a little weird the first couple times. I noticed when I use it for customers, okay, it's great. I can use it for like one card to just get like a clarifier, but when I try to use it for myself, it's like, unless I'm dealing with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, as so many of us do, these answers make no sense for me. But I'm going to trust that because I was called to do this unique type of pick-a-pile mood board video thing, that is for a reason. So let's go. What does this collective need to know right now? Somebody thinks you're hot. Ooh. Ooh. When I did that, it made me feel very much like Mariah Carey girly. Like there was another card under that. I thought it was just you're hot, right? With this wasn't the red flower pot, was it? This was the pink. This was pink. But either way, there's a flower here. I think you're incredibly hot and I'm super attracted to you. Message me. Don't be afraid to reach out to me. This actually feels like somebody has a crush on you, but it's somebody who's intended to be your lover. Okay, take that as you will. The last card was I'm starting to fall head over heels for you. Somebody has a crush and they can't take it. That's what I'm feeling off of this. If I was just looking at these cards by themselves, it would feel like you could possibly even have a crush on somebody who's super hot and you want them to reach out to you. But that's not what I was feeling. I was feeling like somebody wants to say something to you, but they don't know how to say it, is what I'm feeling here. Like, hey, I like you, but I like you so much that I don't even know how to approach this. Even though it says don't be afraid to reach out to me, it's just like, go, say something. So let's discern this, divine this. What's some other cards? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to pivot? I'm going with this love oracle, which is pretty reliable. I just hate it because it's so brutal. Like, ugh. Come to a love reading, you don't want to hear no chances, death. And there's definitely a no chances death card in here that's like, ew. So what does the collective for this pile need to know about this crush situation? Because this is not a person you were talking to or one that's talking to you, like at all. Like this is a lurker that is like liking you more and more as they're just like watching. Endings bring new beginnings. Clearly have to like I didn't know you could trip through your words and like that was a graceful trip. Like I felt it. So I'm starting to fall head over heels. Like that's funny. I think that's how that person fell. Like damn, they didn't even realize they was getting caught up. And just one day, like, am I in love? What the hell? That's what I'm feeling here. So let me see. I trip whenever I see people doing it. Like, why is you humming to this job? Why is you humming? But it's because I believe they are tapping into a frequency, so they like hum the same way that when you're trying to put together a song or figure out a certain like key or something, you might go and try to figure it out. So I guess I'm being an asshole about the humming. Maybe somebody here needs to hum. They need to hear a song. Maybe they're clear audience, and the energy goes through them as a different like sound or frequency, or you know it's the right direction when you hear a certain Might be somebody that needs to hum, but definitely musically inclined because this popped up too. So this is absolutely as if lover was not proof that this was a love reading. We got love, love here, love here, and love here. Somebody is stupid in love. And not like Rihanna stupid in love where they're being made an asshole of. But this is somebody who did not expect to be in love, but they're trying to make better choices in love. But because they actually care about this person is, and I don't know, I can't say like it's a mistake, but they have made the mistake of like falling in love before they actually talk to the person. So they're like, it made it even harder for them to be able to say anything. As I'm talking, like I'm blushing, like that's the energy I'm feeling off of this. Like, shit. So a whole bunch of old stuff is ending for this person. They're coming out of another phase, but like the echoes of the other times are still going through their head. This is confirmation, the separation. You do not know this person. You are not talking to this person right now. This is a crush. I love this. I love crushes. It's like the most adorable part of the relationship because the crush part is like when you are in love with the just sheer essence of somebody. You don't have the internal ingredients. You don't know anything about what's like fully in the box. You're just getting the idea, and you want to know the rest of the story. Like that's one of the best times in a relationship. And then the honeymoon phase. And then there's even this lovely part where y'all become like oldies together. And by that, I mean, you're picking out pajamas. Y'all are excited about bedtime and the TV shows y'all are watching together. It feels like that oldie energy is what that person feels like they can have with you. Like, hey, are we going shopping today? Did you catch that episode of such and such? These were my thoughts. Like, there's a friendship energy to this. You see me looking around, smell the weed. What? Now, I've been talking to you. I've been getting new abilities all the time, but I did not expect randomly smelling weed to be rolling up on me. Maybe this person wants to blow one down with you. That's really like, y'all, I ain't had that. Hold on, I'll take that back. I can always smell my grandmother when she's near, and she's passed on. There's a very distinct smell that she had in life. But who would have known that during this homie lover friend energy reading, that the smell of weed would pop up and then disappear? I don't even smell it anymore now, y'all. So no, this person wants to like be in a deep, loving relationship because they're making healthier choices. They are making better choices for themselves. Like they want to be happier. They want a good life. They would love to talk to you to see if that's a possibility. Now that they have like put some old stuff behind them, like they're trying to ignore the stuff in their head that's making them feel like this could go the way that it used to in the other relationships. That's what's keeping them hesitating, I'm feeling. Because I'm not even sensing like a fear of rejection at all. It's a fear of it not turning out in this. I think this person secretly wants to get married and be tied. Like, you see how tied these hearts are? This person wants that homie lover friend. They want that we're going to pick out matching Crocs energy. And that's not literal, but it's like this person wants to be so in love and bonded with somebody that they want matching outfits. The words. So maybe even, and this is so funny because that's the second time that I have stumbled over my stuff in this, and I did not stumble in the other videos I recorded today. So maybe you make this person stutter, you make them so nervous they don't know what to say. Like the energy is very, very high speed, like electric, like these cards. And even on the back, because remember I told you I don't use this deck. Even on the back, it's a bright heart on fire and it's just lit. So, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. This person does not want to fall in love again and it be in it to end. They're done with endings. They want the one. They've had enough. And is it possible that somebody that has not necessarily met you in person, because that's not what I'm picking up here at all. Like this person saw you somewhere else or like found you through a friend's page. In my head, what just popped up was the cutest story from Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Should I say Princess Meghan? I'll say Princess Meghan. He was scrolling on his Instagram one day and he saw a picture of her with like a dog filter on and he clicked on her page just based on that dog filter. It wasn't his friend, but she was a common friend, and that's how her stuff ended up on his thread. But he like watched it for a while, and after watching so long, he was like, I gotta date her. I gotta talk to her. Like I feel something. And clearly his intuition was correct. That's what I'm feeling here. Somehow this person has come across your essence, some way, shape, or form. It could be online. That could be where they're watching you. I don't see nothing about no stalker. I do have some stalker cards in here. And that's not the energy. I'm gonna go with this person knows you from social media, or through social media, or still watches you through social media in some way, shape, or form. They would like to approach you to see where this thing can go because they are entering a better phase in their life. It's like they're in the transition. Old stuff is ending, old thought patterns, as they are starting to be better to themselves. And as they're looking at life through a filter of being better to themselves, they're feeling like you could also be the person who is better to them in alignment with that. And healthy choices and love. So let's see. Let me confirm another love deck. What does this person want the collective to know? This person misses you, and it's weird because they like, it's a missing you and a yearning. Like they thought about you so much, it's created like a, like, how do I miss you when I don't know you? But I like, that's the feeling. You feel familiar to them, familiar in a way that they like an ex who didn't do you wrong. Like, dang, I missed that one. Like, if you had an ex that somehow y'all had separated because y'all were in high school and one had to go away to college, right? The way that you missed the one that got away. That's what I am feeling here, along with the excitement, because this person, you never were the one that got away for them, really. Like, they haven't even entered the door. They haven't even kicked any games. So there's unlimited possibility built on top of this feeling. Like, I keep hearing Have We Met Before? And that's a song I absolutely love. I don't even know who that's by. Look at my phone. Now I just got to type it in the background and blur out for a little bit because I have to tell y'all the name of the song. Because y'all got to know what the feeling is. I got to be thorough in this reading. Have We Met Before? Sarah Barrios. That's the name of the song. And I personally prefer the live version because their voices are beautiful on that one. The original does nothing for their vocals at all. So what does this person want to say to pile two? I'm going back, or I'm led back to the words in Taylor Swift Lover. I freaking love that song. But the words are, can I go where you go? Can we always be this close forever and ever? And take me out and take me home. You're my lover. That's the whole energy here. Like, all the way. This person wants to be your lover. I thought this was like your divine counterpart is coming in energy. And it still could be, because that's what I initially felt when I was looking at the card. But everything else I'm seeing here is like, he rolling up. Like, hey, may I have this dance? So, okay. What tickled me was, the first one out was release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. You see the despair here? So if there's anybody still in your field, they're worried about that. They're worried like, hey, are you sort of seeing somebody? Are you in a relationship? Are you taken? Because I feel like, remember I told you there was no fear of rejection here. But they nervous if they come through, they might be somebody else they don't know. They want you to get rid of anybody else. Like, this person just wants you to themselves. Deeply, I'm feeling like this Velcro. So if there's anybody still in your field, still in your mind space, taking up space in your heart, there will be no room for that person, because this person that is coming in has so much love, it's just going to blow that out of the water, period. It's just like they would like you to be prepped for an understanding that all loves that came before this one will be nothing like this. Because like, this person is giving you their heart, and it's a big one, a huge heart. They've just been walking around with it. And sort of like a heart on, it's been only for you for some time, since they decided to start making better choices for themselves. So they're just hoping there's nobody else in your energy. If there is, like, I guess me delivering this message, let them go. Whoever it is nothing in compared to the energy I'm feeling here. I'm feeling the energy of somebody who texts first. who wants to know what you're doing that day, who surprises you, and creative surprises at that. You will not have to doubt if this person likes you, loves you, has feelings for you. They will always let you know what's on their mind in a way that is comforting. And then when y'all have issues, you'll always be able to talk it out because this person has been in plenty of toxic relationships with immature people where that person would just shut down and he couldn't make any progress in communication. Communication is very important, so you won't ever be left wondering. But you're being told to keep an open mind because this is going to be a unique situation. Something about this, probably the fact that this person found you in an interesting way. Like, keep an open mind, please. Because they're going to have to approach you like, hey, just want to get to know you. The next card was chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. This just goes back to the fact that this person is, I heard T-Pain. I'm strong. They just want you to be open. They want you to be open because, like, they are open. You saw the look I sort of had there because it feels like Sandra D, like hopelessly devoted. Like they don't even know why this is happening, but it hit and it's not going away. That's how strong this magnetic pull is. And I want you to know it's safe, just like to be open to where this is going, because it's different for both of you. I'm pretty sure it's probably very rare that somebody, especially in this pile, in my little collective, would have somebody who has a crush on them that has never met them, that comes out of the blue and is like, I want to get to know you. That was the next card, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And didn't I say the lover was coming in very soon? This person wants to say something. They want to get to know you. They want the feelings that they have to be reciprocated, like they have monitored. That's the best thing I can say. They have monitored for enough time to make sure that you do not have the traits of the other people that they have allowed themselves to love and live with in other times, for them to feel comfortable. And not even only that, because it feels like this person has had people that they thought were cool and it didn't go that way. And then sometimes this person was the problem in the relationship. But in alignment with the healthy decisions that they are making for themselves, choosing themselves and going in a different direction, whatever it is about you, it won't leave them. The energy won't leave them. The feeling that you are what they're looking for will not go away. Like they already feel sort of like that. Now, this person is not going to love bomb you. I'm not feeling that at all. Just because they don't want to scare you away. They want to take it one step at a time. They might say, come at you like gentle. Like they're still going to be honest, but it's like, you know, I like you. They're going to be attentive. That's the best way I can say it. They're going to be attentive. This is not going to be a love bombing situation where it's going so fast you can't keep like your head straight, but it will be steadily building. Like once this ride starts, it's not going to stop. It in a way feels like you have been mutually calling in each other. So I'm going to pull now from a non-love deck to see what I get, just because that's always interesting. So ending up end with the clarifying deck for all of them today. And the cat just went by me again. They're always like, my son left his window open. We're on the ground floor, by the way. The other day, he came home from over his friend's house, and one of the cats was chilling in his room. And he was like, but it's cold outside. So he's such a sweetheart. So can I get the clarifying message for this pile? Now I gotta go listen to it after this. I love that song. I don't know, it just feels like a diner to me. So the first one, and I'm just gonna read these off because they are meant to intuitively ping you. It'll bring out something that is a message that correlates with other messages you've been receiving so that you will know without a doubt that this message is for you And even now, from the moment you watch this video, from the moment you tapped into your pile, for the rest of the day, you will continue to receive messages that this was for you, that you can't miss, especially with a special case like this, where it's a crush and like there's no way to know that somebody is like watching and secretly loving you. After this, you're going to see signs like somebody has a crush, somebody has a crush, somebody has a crush, somebody's been watching you. Watch. It's going to be trippy. So this is the Grove of Unity. It feels like coming togetherness. So bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. On the other end of that, it says unity blooms. Foster harmony and connection within your community, nurturing bonds that bring us together. All of that is saying it to me because those other words might mean something to you guys. Unity blooms. That's union coming together. So the next one, rising flames. Let your passion guide you to the fulfilling purpose meant for you. And rising flame still feels like unity blooms, something coming together. The pot getting hotter. Something beginning, the fire beginning, the passion. So this next one, happiness is simple. Find joy in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to a fulfilling and contented heart. That felt like the vibe of the whole relationship. And I might have been tapping into like a future thing, but it feels like what that person wanted, but it's because they can see that with you. That's like what they visualize, what they feel when they think about or imagine you guys spending time together. Like life will just be so simply happy. Like every day will be great. And that's what this person was seeking in a lover. They didn't want something complicated. They didn't want another complicated thing in their life. And that is why you and this connection are somewhat of a saving grace. Release burdens. Yeah, happiness is simple. That's what I'm feeling here. Something is coming together because this person wants a wholesome, loving dynamic. They're ready to be loved. Maybe before they were getting into relationships, but they weren't actually ready for everything that came along with it, like somebody seeing them completely. Forgive yourself and others. This heals the wounds and sets you free. This person wasn't ready for somebody else to see them in totality. Now they are. Now they just want to be like with somebody cool they can kick it with. The last one I'm going to go with, spiritual retreat. That's when you go off somewhere and reconnect to source. Seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. This is a healing connection. It's a healing relationship, or will be. That's how this person views that your energies would mesh together. So, all right, vortex of change was on the bottom too. Engage with the vortex of change where energy swirl and transformative dances molding anew. All new things. So I guess that's what the think outside the box was, because it's definitely thinking outside the box for the pick a card. But these are messages that you really wouldn't like expect. These are like the most different, unique messages I have did. So I was getting the messages about how this person felt towards you and stuff like that. And the energy I was picking up on was like a happy future in the vision. But that could be that person's imagination. So I want to know, just because I want to like lock in, what will be the outcome of these two connecting? What will be the outcome of these two connecting? And that feels like where I need to end. Because that's that person's hope. That's their dream. That's what they see. That's what they feel. Oh man, y'all are gonna put me in my feelings. So a song that has been like, oh my goodness, like I listen to music a lot, and especially now that I'm like clairaudient and I hear songs all the time, that has been stuck with me for weeks. It is just the prettiest freaking song, and it's Flying Without Wings. This is Flying. You just have to listen to that song for the feeling, but that's the energy of the relationship. There's a, well, my favorite part is the end. Because it's a ballad, I had to break it down. So impossible for you to know. I just got to pull up the lyrics. I can't do it because the song is so slow. I'm trying to like slow down my thoughts to go with it. Let me just share the screen with you while we're doing this. So impossible as it may seem, you've got to fight for every dream. Because who's to know which one you let go would have made you complete. But for me, it's waking up beside you to see the sun shine on your face, to know that I can say I love you any given time or place. Okay, I got it. I just had to sort of sing my way through it, and I hate it because I actually can sing, but I'm not gonna do that on here. That's uncomfortable. I got warm up and all that. But it's the end of the song. It's pretty much he could have had anything in the world, but he realized the thing that makes him soar, makes him fly without wings, is just being next to that person because they're their special thing. That's what I'm feeling here. So how is this relationship meant to go? From the rock bottom, starting at nothing or looking like nothing is possible, to coming to life and flying back up the tree of life. Slow and steady over time. It's just this was speeded. Like whatever you were worried about being stuck in relationships and all that before, once this comes together, it's gonna be like, okay, I got it. This was worth it. You have been stalled this whole time and snagged it in your loving relationships to make sure that you were clear of the ex, clear of anybody else that would have blocked you from something that seems to be ordained. Now you're just waiting for this person to say something. So have a good day.